video is sponsored by Comic Book Pressing. Use the code MightyComicsGuy for one free regular priced press when submitting 3 books or more. What is going on, YouTube? This is Lawrence, the Mighty Comics Guy, back with another video. And today we are here for weekend comic haul number 15. I want to show you what I was able to pick up this week. A relatively small haul. However, first I want to remind you guys about the 250 subscriber giveaway. Still going on and will be going on through the end of April. I'm hoping to do the drawing on May 1st. I have about 4 or 5 entrants so far. For anyone who hasn't watched the subscriber video, all you have to do is make a short video, tell me a little bit about yourself, why you collect comics, and of course, tell me what your favorite book is. I think it'll give me a lot of answers into who you are and why you do what you do. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys what I was able to pick up for weekend comic haul number 15. Again, it was a small pickup this week. Not too much going on in my area, but I did happen to stop by my LCS and pick up a few small books, and then I did get one bigger book off of Instagram, and I'll show you guys what those are. So let's go. The first book I was able to pick up this week was Web of Spider-Man number 29. I just like this cover. Nice dark purple cover with, of course, the black suited Spider-Man and Wolverine back to back. Just thought it was an awesome looking book in nice shape, so I picked it up. I think I paid like $5 for it. Nothing special about it except I like the cover. So next, I picked up a copy of X-Men 24, which is of course the first appearance of this guy right here, I think Archangel. Again, it's not a super high grade book, relatively really inexpensive 90s book, but I actually have never owned this book before, so I decided to pick it up. Again, I paid under $10 for it, so I figured why not. My next pickup is a pickup of a book that I have already owned. It is, of course, Ironman number 170, the first time Rhodey puts on armor and in the Iron Man suit. So, of course, I have this book in my collection already, and I've just added a second copy. Again, a really inexpensive, key issue that you guys, could pick up if you're looking for key issues like this. Nothing too big, but anytime I see books that are cool or classic, I pick them up. Key issues, classic covers, stuff like that. If they're affordable, I pick them up. So, another one is a book I was excited to see. I was actually speaking with my stepson earlier in the week about Todd McFarlane, and we were talking about, his comics and what he started on, stuff like that, and then I happened to pop into the shop, and I found this bad boy in the bin, and of course it's the Incredible Hulk number 330, which is the first Todd McFarlane art on the Incredible Hulk, which I thought was cool. Again, not a super high grade book. I paid $10 for it, but me being a huge Todd McFarlane fan and not only his book, I figured why not pick it up while I can. It's just a cool piece of history. Nothing special happens in this book. It's just, like I said, a cool book to have if you're a Todd McFarlane fan. So the last book I'm going to show you guys is a book I picked up off of Instagram. This gentleman by the name of Rob, who owns Red Hood Comics. If you guys don't know who he is or are not on Instagram, I suggest you check it out. He's got a lot of cool Marvel, DC, pre-code horror, stuff like that. Check his actually has an app on the iPhone too, or iPad if you guys want to go that route as well. If not, he's all over Instagram, so check him out. His name is Rob Red Hood Comics on Instagram. So, and I picked up from him Tomb of Terror number 10, and again, just a nice classic Golden Age horror classic cover. This book is pretty beat up. Rob calls it a 1.5, and I do like the way he grades these books on the back. I think that's really awesome. If you guys really haven't checked out his Instagram or his app, check it out, because you can see what he really puts a lot of effort into these books and grading them and putting all his info out there. So kudos to him. The book itself is, like I said, in rough shape, cover detached, but a classic cover, and I paid a good price for it, so I was happy to pick this up and add this to my new pre-code horror collection. So that's it for this week's Weekly Comic Call number 15. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be heading to a couple of shows. There's East Coast Comic Con going on in the middle of May, and there's also a few local shows in my area that I plan on hitting. So stay tuned to see what I pick up from those shows. The only other thing I wanted to say was that I will be putting out a future video about some books that I think you guys should pick up that are spec books. Probably nothing too crazy, but maybe a few like decent price books and not so pricey books. So be on the lookout for that. So this is Lawrence the Mighty Comics Guy saying thanks for watching my video, guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon.